going to solve inequalities. Well, guess what? They're solved exactly like we solve equations. So really, this is just review. There is a situation when I have to worry about this little inequality symbol, but I'm going to teach you so that we don't worry about it. You need a worksheet? No, no, this isn't the quiz. This is solving. We're going to do the adding, subtracting. Absolutely nothing happens. You just add, subtract, just like you always did. So let's take this first problem. We'll do maybe the first four. I think you should know how to do it. X plus 8 is greater than or equal to 18. Now, when you do inequalities, you have to think about what that symbol means. Well, we're going to pretend it's x plus 8 equals 18. How would you solve that? 3. Subtract 8 from both sides. That's right. And so, what's the answer? Where's the bound? This gives us the boundary point between the true and the false. X equals what? 10. Well, aren't we lucky? They gave us the number line. That was really nice. Now, you look back here. The way you have to, pardon? I know. Well, I didn't do it. The CUDA software did it. Do we get to include the 10 or not? Yeah. Merdice? Oh, sorry. Yes, we do, because it's got that little extra line under it. Okay, Jake, what do you guys have a question on? Okay, you might need a pencil from me. Is it bigger than? Well, it's still this is x. This doesn't change. This stays the same. But you know what? You don't even have to do that. You can go back to the original inequality and substitute a number in on either side of the 10. What's the easiest number I could put in there? 0. Is 0 plus 8 greater than or equal to 18? No. So then the side with the 0, which is to the left, will not be shaded. That makes sense? So we're going to go the other way. So it's really no different than what we've been doing. Okay, Michael? I'm doing this a little different approach. I want you to think about what it means to solve. What does it mean to solve? Solve means find the number or numbers that make the sentence true. That's what I want to do. I can't list all the numbers that make these sentences true. They're inequalities, Michael. So I can't list them all, so I draw a picture. That's what that picture means. And when you graph a line, that's a picture of the ordered pairs that make that equation for that line true. Okay, Jake? Headset off, please. Thank you. Okay, let's do this one. We're going to do x minus 1 equals 6. We're going to find where the boundary is. These points where I solve this, either the right side is true or the left side is true. You can't have both, unless the inequality is different. Now, what's this going to be? Merdice, what do I have to do to solve this one? Add 1. So, x is equal to what? Gabe, what's x equal to? No iPads. 1 plus 6 is what? 7. Okay, these are just one-step ones. Adding, subtracting. Monday, we'll do the multiplying, dividing. I'll show you 2 ways to do that, but this way always works. So you find your boundary. Do I get to include 7 or not? It says it's greater than. Is 7 going to be bubbled in or open? Open. And then I think 0 is the easiest one, unless the boundary is 0, in which case then it doesn't work. Does 0 take away 1? Is that greater than 6? No. What's 0 take away 1? Negative 1. That's certainly not bigger than a positive number. Could you try 12? 12 take away 1. Is that bigger than 6? Yeah. So you can double check it. It's either going to be the left or the right. We know 12 makes it true, and that's it. So this isn't too tough, is it? The inequality symbol will not change when we add and subtract. That's the rule you could learn, but I think this way is easier. Gabe, how are we going to do this one? Negative 7 plus something is greater than or equal to negative 8. So we got to get the right boundary point. They were kind enough to give us number lines, so we know that if we get something that's not on the number line, we did it wrong. What kind of 7? Add 7. I just couldn't hear you. Yep. So that x is greater than or equal to what? Negative 1. So there's your negative 1. Do I bubble it in or do I leave it open? Josh? You're not Josh. And negative 1. Why do I bubble it in, Bernice? Why do I bubble it in? There's a line under there because this means greater than or equal to. I get to include that. Okay, Josh, which number do you want to try in this original inequality to see which way? What's the easiest number in the world? 0. You can't see that? Then you should be sitting up front. And you have it on your worksheet as well. So negative 7 plus 0, is that greater than or equal to negative 8? Now, before you answer, just think for a second. Is negative 7 bigger than negative 8? Yeah. Yes. So 0 is true this time. So we will shade on the side with the 0. I always check, because you know what? It's either true, Jake, or it's false. It's either true or false. That's it. It's true. Well, I'm saying that's how you know. So if you take the retake on that little quiz from Friday, if you need to or want to, always check to see if it's true. Some of you are just randomly drawing lines. Michael, help me with this next one. X minus 1 is less than or equal to 3. What are we going to do to both sides? Not minus 3. Remember, you want to get x all by itself. Add what? 1. Math tells you what to do. I love math for that reason. It's made up. It's a made-up language that we use to solve problems in the real world. So, Michael, what do I get? It's all made up. X is less than or equal to what? What's 3 plus 1? 4. Now, Michael, do I get to shade it in, bubble it in, or does it open? Merdice, shh. Why? Just because Merdice said so? It's less than. Okay. What number do you want to put in there to test it, Michael? The boundary here is not 3. The boundary is 4. So you find the boundary by solving the equation or inequality, and then you test. Which side are we going to shade? Michael, what number do you want to test? Your choice. 0. Is 0 take away 1? Is that less than or equal to 3? Yeah, that's true, isn't it? All negatives are smaller than all positives. There's a little number theory there for you. So we're going to shade this. So you might not think as fast as we're moving here right now. Let's just take your time and think about it before you do it. Some of you raced through that last quiz, and that's why you didn't get as high a score as you could have. Think. Do you need one more, or is that good enough? One more. Let's do number 5. So you're going to solve the equation or inequality. So I have n minus 2 is less than or equal to 4. Okay, Merdice has got it. Jake, do you agree with him? You're going to add 2. And what do you get after you add 2? Nick, what do you get? Merdice, do I have to send you out? Jake. Sorry. I'm so used to Merdice. By the way, you're forever famous because now you're on the video. Okay.
What video?
I'm recording this, so all those sounds you get are there. Now you can go and listen. You can go and listen to that video. Okay, Merdice, enough. So n is less than or equal to what? Alex, what? 6. Okay, do I get to bubble that in, Alex? Okay, because it's the equal to. And Gabe, do you know which side we're going to go? To the left, because if I try 0, is 0 take away 2 smaller than 4? And you don't have to write that. I don't care if you write that. You're going to think it. If you can't think it and need to see it, Michael, then you'll do that. And we're going to go this way. Okay? Solve your inequality. Why don't you guys try the next one, and we'll come around and check it for the boundary point. And then I save these smart boards, too. Yes?
Where can we watch the video?
Oh, if you go into the file in this chapter on 6 on inequalities, there's a folder that says videos. And they're YouTube videos, so you can watch the video. They're on YouTube. Okay. And then do the true false piece and then shade. You should get this done. Monday, we will worry about what do you do if you add or subtract. Okay, so we're going to come around and check, or I'm going to come around and check and see if you have this right.